What's in your water?
Well, if you live in the Towson-Lutherville area, something is in there that's not supposed to be.
Well, Baltimore City operates the water distribution system, and tonight its Department of Public Works is preparing to notify tens of thousands of people. ABC 2 News' Christian Schaffer is here with our top story.
Yeah, Jamie Kelly, going to be about 80,000 people in the affected area. Certain people might be at an increased risk, like people with compromised immune systems, infants, pregnant women, and the elderly. The head of the city's Department of Public Works says they might want to seek advice from their doctors, but he also says this is not an emergency and people don't need to start boiling water. A Lutherville woman we spoke with tonight does filter all the water she and her family drinks. Safe to assume a lot of her neighbors will be joining her. Jen Colbert of Lutherville has a water filter installed under her sink.
I don't want to spend the money on buying bottled water, but I definitely don't trust drinking it directly from the faucet.
That's because several years ago she noticed a strong chlorine smell in the water from her tap.
It burnt my nose. And the same day I put water down for my dogs to drink, and they backed away from it and refused to drink it.
Now she's learned of another reason to keep filtering.
I saw that there was an acidity level or something going on with our water.
That something is called haloacidic acids, or HAA5. Most of the area's water comes from reservoirs. It's then treated with chemicals like chlorine. But the chlorine can combine with organic materials that form in water systems, such as the century-old pipes all around Baltimore. That can produce HAA5. The Department of Public Works monitors the level of the chemical in locations all around the area. Quarterly sampling from October 2012 to September of this year at one of those monitors in Lutherville showed the level of HAA5 in the water averaged 62 parts per billion. The federally mandated limit is 60 parts per billion. Exposure to HAA5 may increase the chance of miscarriage for pregnant women, and long-term exposure to high levels may cause an increased risk of cancer. In a statement, the head of the Department of Public Works said there is no need for residents to boil water, saying, quote, "Although this incident was not an emergency, our customers have the right to know what happened and what we are doing to correct the situation." Jen Colbert says she'll just keep filtering.
We keep filtered water in the refrigerator. If we're making coffee, we filter the water. I put filtered water down for the dogs to drink, and of course my kids drink filtered water.
Yeah, the good news is the National Resource Defense Council says those filters are indeed effective in eliminating HAA5 from drinking water. The Department of Public Works says since that level was above 60 parts per billion, more recent monitoring has shown that it has dropped below that. And Jamie, the notices about the HAA5 level are going to be included with people's water bills here over the next several weeks, people who live from about north of Lutherville down to the Baltimore City line. That's a big area. It includes Towson and a lot of other heavily populated areas.
And they can't fix it overnight.
No, it's going to take them quite a while to fix it. What they're trying to do is mix the water a little better in some of the storage tanks. That should lower the levels already down to even safer levels long term. And we've been talking about this anytime there's a water main break around here. We talk about this multi-billion-dollar project to replace all the aging pipes around Baltimore City and just around in the county. That's still going on. That's what the system really needs, but that's going to take several years.
All right, Christian Schaffer on top of it, as we will stay right here with you.